China has engaged African nations to promote Middle East peace, hosted Vietnam's leader despite maritime disputes, and maintained talks with the US on critical minerals. China is expanding influence globally while managing competition with the US through diplomatic engagement and economic cooperation. This will increase China's regional leverage and pressure the US to balance security concerns with economic interdependence. Kevin Warsh has faced intense confirmation hearings over his Fed independence and inflation stance, while Treasury has announced plans to extend currency swap lines to Gulf and Asian allies. The Fed is confronting political battles over autonomy and inflation control as the Treasury is managing market instability caused by the Middle East conflict through expanded dollar support. This will increase pressure on Warsh to prove his independence and force the US to balance domestic political backlash with global financial stabilization efforts. The UK has returned its Vanguard-class submarine after a 206-day patrol, marking its longest deployment and reaffirming its nuclear deterrent role. The UK is facing rising global tensions and is emphasizing nuclear readiness as a strategic signal, while its conventional forces remain underfunded and vulnerable. The UK will need to accelerate defense reforms and increase spending to address conventional capability gaps, alongside maintaining nuclear deterrence. Two groups have exchanged gunfire inside Baton Rouge's Mall of Louisiana, injuring at least 10 and prompting multiple arrests. Gun violence is escalating in Louisiana as disputes between groups are turning deadly in public spaces, overwhelming law enforcement and communities. This will increase pressure on authorities to enforce stricter gun laws and expand community programs to prevent further outbreaks of violence. Hungary has halted its ICC withdrawal and vowed to detain Netanyahu over a war crimes warrant if he enters the country. Hungary is shifting its foreign policy to uphold international law and respond to ICC mandates, reversing previous nationalist stances. This will increase pressure on European countries to enforce ICC warrants and complicate Netanyahu's diplomatic travels.